Hey, I'm Alex with ToolRev, and today we're looking at Honda's 2800 watt inverter generator. One interesting thing about the 2800 is it puts out 2500 running watts for the same price or less than Honda's 2200 watt inverter generators that only put out 1800 running watts. Now there's a couple of reasons for that I'll get to in a minute, but if you're wondering, a 2200 or 2000 watt generator that puts out 17 or 1800 running watts is usually enough power to run a one-man crew. You can usually run one 15 amp tool or one tool plus depending on the amps. But the extra 700 running and 600 starting watts you get with the 2800 is enough to run two tools plus in one portable package. So Honda came out with two of these 2800s, this black panel EG2800i and the silver panel EB2800i, which is actually the one that I bought first. But when I got it home and found out it did not have a fuel gauge, I decided to exchange it for the black one, which does. The main difference is the silver one has 4 GFCI protected outlets, the GFCI making it OSHA job site compliant, where the black one has 2 outlets and a 30 amp plug, none of which are GFCI protected. If you want to use it with one of these inline GFCI switches without getting a false positive when you hit the test button, you'll need to bond the neutral to ground at the panel, which you can do by plugging a neutral ground bonding plug into any one of the free receptacles. The generator weighs 67 pounds. Filling up the 2.1 gallon gas tank brings that weight up to around 80 pounds, which is still a portable weight, but the cube shape of the generator does make it an awkward lift. To help out, Honda offers a wheel kit. It adds a few more pounds to the weight, but it gets the generator up off the ground, which makes it easier to load and unload. It's not perfect. The arms don't lock open like on some of Honda's other wheel kits, so when you're pushing it, you can't get any leverage. You can't use the arms for leverage to walk it over obstacles. And for some reason, the wheel kit comes with rear legs that catch on everything you try to pull it over. So eventually I just cut those off and it pulls much better now. As far as runtime, I'm averaging 6 to 10 hours per tank running in eco mode, which lets the generator idle down to a quarter speed until power is called for, which saves gas and reduces the noise level down to 62 decibels. At full throttle, the generator pumps out 67 decibels, making it Honda's loudest inverter generator. All right, so let's go ahead and fire it up and run a couple of tools so we can see it in action. So turn on the fuel valve. Turn the generator on, turn the eco mode off. It's better to leave it off for a couple of minutes till it warms up, even though we probably won't let it warm up this time. Pull out the choke, pull out the slack in the ripcord. Plug in this 12 amp 6.5 horsepower shop vac. Then we'll run this 15 amp circular saw. And then we'll put them both under load. So now I'm going to switch it into eco mode. So you can hear the difference. So here you have an output indicator that lights green when all is good. It also doubles as a blink hour meter, registering 100-hour blocks up to 500 hours. There's an oil alert indicator that will shut off the engine if the oil is too low, so that's good. Oil changes are easy enough on this, but the maintenance schedule is pretty strict, calling for an oil change after the initial 5 hours and then every 25 to 50 hours, depending on how hard you run the generator or how hot it is outside. Where all of the other Honda generators that I looked at call for an oil change after the initial 20 hours and then every 100 hours or every 6 months, regardless of how hard you run it or the weather. One reason for that is that all of Honda's generators run their GX series commercial grade engines, except for the 2800s, which use one of Honda's GC series residential grade engines that come with a lesser warranty. So the lesser warranty and the stricter maintenance schedule are a couple of reasons for the price parity between the 22 and 2800s. Also, most of Honda's inverter generators are parallel capable, where the 2800s are not. But again, I like the 2800 because it provides all the power I need in one portable package. So if you get one of these, I hope it works as hard for you as it has for me. Thanks for watching, and before you buy that next tool, consider searching toolrev.com to see if we have the right review for you. See you next time.